There are services available for your special needs child right now that your Medicaid social case manager, your child's school, and even your child's doctor probably never mentioned to you. And not because they don't exist, it's just because they don't need to tell you, and it's not officially part of their job. I'm Nurse Zee. I'm a registered nurse with many years of experience as an emergency room nurse, pediatric nurse, and currently as a bilingual case manager for an insurance company. And I'm also a mother of a special needs daughter that is 23 years old, who's blind and has developmental delays. I have been on both sides of the table. So today I'm giving you the map that I wish somebody would have gave me. There are at least 5 services that most special needs families are never told about, and the families never find, or what they are, or who qualifies for them, or even exactly how to ask for them. Before we start, I want you to subscribe, like down below, because every week I'm going to be putting out information like this in English and in Spanish, and it'll be completely free. So subscribe. Service number 1. And I want you to sit with this for a second, because after I tell you, you're going to be either really shocked that it exists or really heartbroken that you didn't know about it before. Medicaid will pay you as a parent to take care of your adult special needs child. It is a real program, and it's called CDPAS. CDPAS stands for Consumer Directed Personal Assistance Services, and it's available through the Medicaid Managed Care. So how it works is your child will get an assessment by a nurse, and they will determine the amount. They will determine, together with the insurance company, how many hours the person qualifies for, or your child qualifies for. So whether it's you, the parent, a sibling, your spouse can pick who's the one that's going to get paid to care for them if they can. So you get trained and you get paid. At an hourly rate from Medicaid, you get paid. I have seen families receiving 20 hours a week, 30 hours a week, some more than that if they need more help. So that is real income for things that you're already doing yourself. So in order to get this, you have to make sure that your child is enrolled already with Medicaid, and you got to make sure you request a needs assessment from the Medicaid managed care plan that you have. And then 3, you ask the case manager that you want to use CDPAS for your child, and you have to ask for it specifically CDPAS, or else you'll just get a regular old home attendant from an agency that the agency picks for you. Number 2 is continuation of benefits. So this is basically you keep your services going even though you're appealing because it's decreased or it's going to stop the services. Instead of having this taken it away and you waiting for an actual decision on the appeal, you ask for the continuation of benefits. So the the services will continue even while you're appealing that you don't agree with them either discontinuing the service or cutting down the services. So if they tell you, okay, now you got a letter from Medicaid saying that your child's physical therapy services have been decreased from 3 times a week to 1 time a week. No, but your child still needs physical therapy at the same amount. So you write the letter, you say, I want the continuation of benefits at what the previous level was, which was 3 times a week. And I don't agree with the decision that you want to decrease it to 1 time a week. So while we're doing the appeal, I want to continue the services at what it was, 3 days per week. And that's continuation of benefits. Service number 3 would be Medicaid waiver programs, also known as the Home and Community-Based Services Waiver. So if your child's approaching adulthood, or you have already an adult child or a family member with disabilities, you need to stop everything and listen to this. These Medicaid waiver programs, they're designed to provide intensive support to people with disabilities in their home so they can stay home and not have to go to a group home or nursing home. These programs can fund anything like adult day programs, residential habilitation, supported employment, specialized equipment, recreational programs, and in some states, supported living services. So these services are provided by Medicaid, but at a state level of funding Medicaid, which means the specifics of what's available will depend on each state, but mostly every state has some kind of version of this. The critical part is that many of these programs have waiting lists, right? These are especially for, your child as getting as an adult, or if you have a disabled family, there's always usually waiting lists. In some states, those lists can be years long. I have seen families wait 2, 3, even 4 years before they get any service. So the time to apply for these services is now. So even if your child is 12, 16 years old, make sure they get on that list today. Because the moment you need it, it will be already too late to start. Service number 4 is specifically for my Spanish-speaking families, although this applies to anybody using Medicaid for any language, not just Spanish-speaking. And this is the one that really fires me up because I have seen so many times family members making medical decisions on their children on half-assed information that they were given because they didn't have an interpreter. So they made these decisions on incomplete information that they were giving. So it's not because the information wasn't available. It was because they didn't have someone that was able to translate it to them and bring it to them completely, all the information necessary. So it is a law that receives federal funding, which is almost like every hospital in the country. They're required to provide a free qualified medical interpreter, not a family member, not the secretary, not Nurse Zee, but a qualified medical interpreter. This is not something that you pay for. You don't have to manage it on your own, but you have the right to know what is going on with your child exactly, to know everything that's happening with them. And service number 5 is Medicaid funded respite care relief for caregivers. So this one's for you parents, for the moms that are holding it together, and the dads too. This respite care comes in handy because it's temporary and it's short-term relief for the caregivers to be able to go out and do their thing. It could be where somebody comes to your home and takes care of them at home, or you can put them in a facility / group home for like a weekend, let's say, that you want to go away for the weekend with your spouse, and you leave your special needs child in the care of someone else responsible for them. Because we all know that caregiver burnout is real and that we do need to take care of ourselves the best so we can be our best for our special needs child. So a parent that's depleted, exhausted, cannot provide the best care for their child. And it's a medical necessity for our parents, right? For us as the caregivers to be able to take some time off and care just for yourself and do what you want to do for a short given time and restore yourself. So what you're going to do is you're going to call your Medicaid managed care plan, okay? And you're going to say, does this plan do they cover respite care for the members with disabilities? In most states, it's yes. So you have been fighting for your child every single day. You have the right and you're allowed to take some time off, a few hours for yourself. So make sure you ask for that respite care because you've earned it.